Hey guys, Sergeant Conrad here. Just bringing you a little bit more World of Tanks action. Today we're going to take a look at the KV-5. It just went on sale today for the gift shop, and I've been looking at these for quite a long time, but they haven't been available to purchase since patch 7.5 came out. Now we're on patch 8.2, so it's been a while. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of this thing. Let's start with the gun. You see here it starts with a 107 millimeter gun. It's got 167 pen and 300 damage and .43 accuracy. Now the thing to notice is the pen. It's very low pen for tier 8. If we look at some of the other guns, like what's on the low, the gun there, 234 pen. So it's quite a bit lower on the penetration. And that can cause you some problems, but what this tank does have is a huge amount of armor. You notice here 180 millimeters on the front. That includes this lower plate here, and the whole front of the turret. 150 millimeters everywhere on the sides, turret and hull included, and 140 millimeters in the rear, which means you really don't have to worry too much about light tanks coming and circling. You can just ignore them. You're going to bounce almost everything from them. Now it does have a few huge weak spots. One of them is this machine gun turret in the front, known as the R2-D2 unit. That's what people call it. This big thing sticking up in the front. It has pretty thin armor. Your radio operator sits right in there, and he can get shot pretty easily. Another one is this right here. This is your commander's hatch, and sticking up like that, they can shoot that, and it's a pretty weak spot. Now, moving along, you notice this thing has 1,200 engine horsepower and a speed limit of 40. Unless you're going downhill, though, you're really not going to hit it because it also weighs 100 tons. 25, 30 miles an hour driving around, sure, that's not a problem. But unless you get going downhill, you're not going to get up to that 40 mile an hour. Now let's jump right into a replay real quick. I'll see you in a second. Hey guys, here we go. It's a KV-5 game, tier 9 on airfield.
Time to roll
You
out.
can see here what some of the tanks we're fighting against are. Looks like we got to go up against E-75, Patton, and a T-54E1 on the other team, tier 9. Gonna slow boat our way over here to around the corner, right around the bottom over here. You can see this tank isn't real quick. Until you get going downhill. And then this thing picks up speed pretty well. When we're going through this water here, I try and turn a little bit. You see how fast the speed just bleeds off. And you end up sitting still trying to turn all. There you go, just trying to turn a little bit. This IS-8 up here spots another KV-5 around the corner. Let's see if we can get some damage on him. Wow, he took a big hit right there from artillery.
Track hit.
Oh, remember guys, don't do that. Don't cut off your
Enemy armor
teammates.
is destroyed.
I tell him sorry here in a second. I drove right in front of him. Using sniper mode and shot me. We're going to inch around this corner up here. Just killed a medium right up above me, the Type 59. You hear all that fighting going on. Oh, here's a T-44 right here. Now I like trying to hold down a little bit in this tank because I have that huge weak spot in the front R2-D2 unit is what they call it. So we're gonna hide back here. I don't want to jump out there in front of artillery either. As soon as you move up a little bit, oh, there's the low.
The radio man is down. We can only signal
There you
nearby
go. He
vehicles.
shot me right in that R2-D2 unit. That's where your radio operator is. hits. I can penetrate him every time in the plate there. Trying to wiggle my base around there so he can't hit me right. I thought that would for sure be some damage, but it seems like I went right through and didn't touch him. Maybe it tracked him there. Miss. This gun's got a pretty nice reload.
Can't see what's going on.
Got hit right in the top right there. You can see the scratch. Took out the commander. So now I'm down a commander and a radio man.
That one
Bounce
didn't go
off the
through.
low. I backed off a little bit so these guys can get some fire on this guy. But it looks like the Jag Panther right up on the rocks above me there took him out. And here he comes sliding down the hill and tracks himself. Get a shot right there and track him. He repairs his tracks and backs off.
Ricochet.
I bounce off of him. Really worried about coming around this corner because I know artillery is going to be sitting somewhere right up in here.
Punch right through their armor.
Possibly back behind here. If I start moving up too far, like where that Type 59 is, artillery's got a free shot on it. But I've only got 400 hit points.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
I bounce off the patent again. This gun does not have the greatest penetration. You can see that 167 pen on tier 8 heavy. It isn't a whole lot. There, I took another hit from artillery. Double tracked me. I'm sitting here with 284 hit points now. I bounce another shot.
Let's roll.
Got my tracks repaired. I've got all kinds of cover in these tanks over here. Oh, down to 214 HP. That means that these artillery are sitting right over here because they're hitting me pretty easily. And one is probably sitting right over here. That could hit me when I'm sticking out a little bit far here. I decide, you know what? I got 214 hit points. I'm just going to push out. There's nothing to lose. There's that KV-1 spotted over there. This tank is not real quick. Every time I try and turn, you see it slow down there in the water. Pick up a little bit coming up out of the water here. But now we're on sand, so I guess it might not. Ooh, that KV-1's at low health. Let's see if we can get a shot on him. Nope. Looks like somebody else popped him. Now I'm worried about this medium tank up here on the left. So I turned my turret. So hopefully if he shoots at me, he'll shoot me in the front of the turret. I am a pretty big target. This thing has great armor all around, though. You see where all my hits are there in that R2-D2 unit. Here's artillery. He misses. I'll move forward a little bit. Now I can just sit here and wait for this thing to reload. I'm going to reload before he does. All day long. Somebody else takes that kill. Here's the other artillery trying to sneak up on me.
Done for. Get out.
Looks like he was already aimed for me and ready to go. Well, there you go. The Centurion took him out over there. And it looks like that's the end of the game. Let's get some in-flight action. Okay, guys, here's the first in-plate. If you take a look, you can see we made really good credits. 1400 XP. We managed to damage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks. Only destroyed 1, but damaged 5 and critical damage on 2 more. Spotted 4 of them, done the initial spotting. And damage upon detect, we got 2 of them. That's from artillery shooting over our head. Let's take a look at the second. Now, here's the second plate. Notice I have it sorted by XP. We got top XP on the team, 938. Next guy behind us got 835. That's that Centurion with 5 kills. Let's move on to the next plate. And here we can take a look at the last plate. You can see there we did 12 shots fired with 10 direct hits. 7 penetrations. That's that pen not helping us out there, getting a few bounces. We did 2,010 damage, which is more than our HP is. So that was a pretty good game. Hits received 7. We got hit 7 times. We detected 4 enemies, damaged 5, destroyed 1. We did 103 damage upon detecting. That's other people doing damage for people we're looking at. We traveled just under 1 kilometer. Now, we received 71,000 credits. Repair the vehicle from being completely destroyed is 8,600. 3,240 for the resupply on the ammo. That means we made 60,000 credits. And we also earned, with a premium account, 1,407 XP. That's all going towards our crew to update them. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you come back in the future to take a look at some other tanks. I've been Sergeant Conrad, and I'm signing off.